Kenny Ellis laughing at Shakur Stevenson, and it got a lot of people tight. And I don't care. It got a lot of people tight. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. So, on his Instagram story yesterday, Kenny Ellis, the coach of Gervonta Tank Davis, second in command right now, he went to his Instagram story and he said, there's a fighter stuck between 135 and 140, and all the little babies at 135 grew up and they drunk their milk. And he running out of people to bluff. And the real warriors at 140 pounds got the 140-pound division on lock. What you gonna do now? Can y'all guess who I'm talking about? And he laughing or whatever. And everybody know he's talking about Shakur Stevenson. And this got people tight. This got people upset. And for me, it's like this, right? I want to see Gervonta Davis fight Shakur Stevenson. 100%. I want to see Tank Davis fight Timothy Lopez. I want to see all the big fights that everyone else wants to see. The difference is when you add context to it, for me, I ain't got no problem with Tank Davis, his team, popping off at Shakur Stevenson. Because I believe that's who they was talking about. And the reason I don't have a problem with it is because Shakur Stevenson, like many others, but him specifically more lately over the last 2 years, plus since he got to the 135-pound division, he has used Gervonta Tank Davis' name to build his brand. Similar to what Lamont Roach is doing now. And then when given an opportunity, when he was a free agent and Tank Davis' team reached out to him, he didn't do anything to make that fight happen. He went and signed the Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. And now you have a lot of people up in arms talking about Tank Davis is ducking Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson already committed himself to Turkey immediately after he fought Williams Zepeda. And the context behind that situation is they're on two different sides. Shakur Stevenson's side is trying to extract leverage from Tank Davis and make Tank Davis come to them. Tank Davis' side already went to Shakur when he was a free agent to see what was popping, and Shakur went and did something else. So Tank Davis' refusal to help Turkey Al-Sheikh and the people that work with Shakur do big business with him, that's part of the business of boxing. You should have jumped on the shit when you had the opportunity. So that's a news flash to Shakur Stevenson or anyone else. If Tank Davis comes a calling, you might want to do what you need to do to get that fight, because there's certain people that he don't want to rock with. But the point I'm making is, if Shakur Stevenson can spar Jake Paul, if Shakur Stevenson can help try to beat Tank Davis in the ring by helping Jake Paul, what's wrong with Tank Davis' team making fun of him? See, I can't stand this shit, right? The people that are mad at what Kenny Ellis said, a lot of them that are mad at Kenny Ellis in his comment section, making videos about what Kenny Ellis said, trying to somehow denigrate Tank in that form of fashion. You have nothing to say about Shakur Stevenson trying to help Jake Paul beat Tank Davis. So it's to the point to where, okay, if I can't get what I want from you, if you went back and forth with me on Twitter and you said something I don't like, I want to see you lose so bad, I'm willing to do whatever I can to try to help you lose in some form or fashion. That is the mode that Shakur Stevenson is taking. He hates Tank Davis. He's envious of him. No problem. And he don't like him. So that's what he's deciding to do with his time. So if he's deciding with his time to not only root for the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis, but to actively try to help and to actively try to expedite the fall of Tank Davis by trying to see if there's anything he can show Jake Paul, anything he can tell Jake Paul that's going to make him have success against Tank. If that's how Shakur is moving, what's wrong with Tank Davis' team making fun of Shakur and saying, you a bluff? You gonna get your ass whooped by these people over here. These dudes is warriors. You got nothing for Abdullah Mason. What's wrong with them doing that? What's wrong with them doing that? It's supposed to be war, right? It's supposed to be back and forth, right? It's supposed to be, okay, you insult me, I insult you. You come at me, I come at you. And the thing is, it's not even Tank doing it. It's Kenny Ellis doing it. And that's another aspect of this, right? People love to listen to Kenny Ellis when they're, or Calvin Ford in this regard, when what they say can be spun to shine a negative light on Tank Davis like he's the one who said it himself. People love doing that, bro. If they flip a coin, remember coin flip Kenny? Then they listen to what he said and tie it to Tank and then use it negatively against Tank. If it's positive and Kenny is saying Shakur don't want nothing with Tank, or Kenny is over there on Phenomenal International Boxing asking Shakur, will you take $6 million to fight Tank, and pressing on Shakur for the fight and having Shakur backtrack on his words, then it's, well, Kenny Ellis don't talk for Tank. When it's a situation like this right here, where Kenny Ellis is clowning Shakur, going at Shakur Stevenson, it's used to try to put a negative spin on it towards Tank Davis. It's very interesting, right? It's very interesting. And that's why I say no matter, when you're dealing with somebody who, or you're dealing with a segment of the population who shitting on Tank Davis and Hector Garcia, and then when he put on that performance, they write it off. Shit on Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Then when he put on that performance, they write it off. Shit on Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Then when he put on that performance, he write it off. Or some even pick Frank Martin to beat Tank Davis. And when he proved him wrong, they write it off. Write off Tank Davis versus Barrios. Write off everything that Tank versus Leo. All the fights he's done have been written off. When you've done that anyway, and now you have negative shit to say about this situation right here, negative shit to say about him every time, bro, we know what it is. You just don't like him. So no matter what happens, no matter what's said, you're going to find a negative spin on it. That's all that's going on with this situation. I don't think Kenny Ellis did anything wrong. People can call what Tank Davis got going on clown shows. Can call what he got going on a circus. Can call what he got going on a fake fight. Can call him scary. Can call him a B. Can call him a little girl. People can do all of that. And I got no problem with it. Talk your ish. But when somebody from his side or he himself gets to talking shit back to him, it's a problem. How could they do this? Keep talking shit to their ass, Kenny. I ain't got no problem with it over here. Smash like sub to the channel. I see y'all soon. Peace.